So the Buffalo Bills played their first game of the season at home in front of Bills Mafia against the Arizona Cardinals. The Bills had a weird, but in my eyes, successful offseason. They sort of established a new direction, moving on from Diggs and building around a young core of receivers with still having a top 3 QB in the league in Josh Allen behind center. Nobody really knew exactly what to expect going into this season, and let's just say that things got off to a pretty rough start. I made videos all offseason talking about why the Cardinals were super underrated. I knew they were going to be tough, and I'm not sure why so many people were shocked to see them up big early on. In this video, I'm going to be talking about everything we learned from the Bills in Game 1, what you can realistically expect from the young receiving core this season, and so much more. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 40k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. Alright, so let's start off recapping the game. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals put together a great first drive, taking up about half of the first quarter and scoring a touchdown on a 5-yard pass to Michael Wilson on the left side of the end zone. So now Josh Allen finally had the ball for the Bills' first drive of the season, but the drive quickly ended from a Roy Lopez sack that forced an Allen fumble. Kyler once again marched down the field, but the Bills defense stood strong, forcing a field goal. But before you knew it, you looked up, and the score was 10-0 Arizona. The Bills finally put together a scoring drive after this. They didn't put the ball in the end zone, but Tyler Bass nailed a 37-yarder to cut the Cardinals' lead to 7. Just before halftime, the Buffalo defense gave up yet another touchdown on a James Conner 3-yard rush, but Josh Allen responded in a big way. The offense put together a near perfect 2-minute drill, and Allen finished the drive off with a 7-yard rushing touchdown to cut the lead down to 7, getting Buffalo back in the game. To start off the third quarter, Josh Allen drove the Bills down the field and threw an 11-yard touchdown pass to Mac Hollins to tie the game at 17. And by now, the momentum was completely in Buffalo's favor. And late in the third, they took the lead with a Khalil Shakir 11-yard touchdown. In the fourth, the Cardinals cut the lead down to 4 with a Matt Prater 31-yard field goal, but Josh Allen rushed for another touchdown to put the Bills up by 11 to give them a pretty comfortable lead. DJ Dallas did give Buffalo a scare when he took a kickoff to the house for a 96-yard touchdown. But it wasn't enough, as the Bills went on to win the game 34-28 to start the season off on the right foot. Alright, now let's talk about some of the individual performances, starting with Josh Allen. He had 232 yards with 2 touchdowns. Wasn't his best performance ever, but it was good enough, especially since he and the team had a slow start in the first half. He was an efficient 18 of 23 and also made a significant impact on the ground, rushing for 39 yards and 2 additional touchdowns. And his dual threat capabilities were on full display as he orchestrated 6 scoring drives and distributed the ball to 9 different receivers. Like I said, his clutch performance in the second half, including a spectacular hurdle into the end zone for a crucial touchdown, exemplified his ability to put the team on his back when it was needed. His 4 total touchdowns in the game not only secured the win, but also tied him with NFL legends Dan Marino and Peyton Manning for the second most career touchdowns through 7 seasons, further cementing his status as one of the league's elite quarterbacks. Here's what Josh had to say in the post-game interview.
Well, the key was double dipping, was being able to get the ball in the second half. We're a team that defers. They elected to receive and gave us an opportunity to score in 2 minutes, come back, get the ball, and score again and steal possession. And, had a good halftime, talked to the guys, and just figured out, what we're going to do, and guys went out there and executed.
As for the leading running back in James Cook, he contributed with a total of 103 yards, which included both rushing and receiving plays. Despite a challenging start for the team, falling behind 17-3, Cook played a crucial role in the comeback, showcasing his ability to find running lanes, big thanks to the offensive line's efforts. His agility and speed were evident as he made several key plays that helped shift momentum back to the Bills. But overall, he was under 4 yards of play for the game, which really isn't too much. But his efforts in the receiving game kinda salvaged his performance. In terms of the receivers, this was the unit I was most curious about coming into this game, because we all know about the departure of Diggs in the offseason. So this was the first time some of the young guys really had a chance to be the guys getting the heavy workload. Deion Coleman led the way with 51 yards off of 4 catches, but to me, the standout performer was Khalil Shakir, who had 42 yards and a touchdown. I made a video earlier before the season started talking about him and why I thought he was going to be the one to ultimately step up and break out this season. And he showed in week 1 that he definitely has that potential. Switching gears, the Bills defense delivered a mixed performance in their week 1 win, showcasing both strengths and areas that need improvement. While they allowed 28 points and 280 total yards, the defense started slow, but notably improved as the game progressed. Greg Rousseau emerged as the standout player, delivering a career-best performance with 3 sacks and an impressive 18% pass rush win percentage. His strip sack on Kyler Murray really proved to be a game-changing play, and DeMar Hamlin and Jamarcus Ingram also made a crucial contribution, deflecting Murray's pass in the final moments to secure the Bills' victory. Also, the pass defense showed some promise, limiting Murray to 162 passing yards and successfully preventing any completions on passes thrown 10 or more yards downfield. However, the run defense faced challenges, particularly in containing Murray's mobility, as he gained 57 yards on just 5 carries. And the red zone defense, let's just say, it was a mixed bag, allowing scores on all 4 Cardinals red zone possessions, but forcing 2 field goals to limit the damage. Notably, the Bills defense made significant improvements after halftime, limiting the Cardinals to just 80 total yards and 3 offensive points. The coaching staff's adjustments, including stacking the box more to stuff the run game, proved to be effective. Additionally, the Bills managed to neutralize the Cardinals' first-round pick Marvin Harrison Jr., holding him to just 1 catch for 4 yards. So while there is room for improvement in run defense and early game execution, the Bills defense showed resilience and made crucial plays when it mattered most, setting a good foundation to build upon as they move forward in the season. Here's what some of the players and media had to say following this game.
Josh Allen, after having 4 touchdowns in week 1, is on his way to winning MVP of the league this year. What does D. Fox say?
Oh, yeah, take it to the bank. I think that he's a player who's been kind of tiptoeing around this MVP trophy for a while now and probably deserves it at some point. And this season, the narrative for him is we got rid of your receivers. And now you're here all alone. Yeah. What are you going to do in this situation? He's going to put up big numbers. He's going to have highlight plays in primetime games. Josh Allen, I think, is probably the front runner for MVP.
In week 2, the Bills will travel over to Miami to face the Dolphins. This game will be an absolute clash between 2 offenses that can put up points with anyone in the league. And you know Tyreek Hill is still going to be pissed off about what unfolded before last week's game. So he is going to be an absolute handful. Getting this week 1 win over the Cardinals really was a crucial way to start off the season on the right foot. The Bills have a lot of young players, and when we look back at the season in January, a win like this will really matter, because I think we realistically can expect for this to be a wild card to maybe a division winning team. And with Josh Allen under center, anything can happen in the playoffs. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about how the Bills played in their first game, and also what you think they can and need to improve on. That's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.